Here we are on Gierok Farms. Was going to bale hay today. We got 12 acres of hay raked up there. It's third crop, kind of middle of August here. And the sun kind of went away. It got hazy sunshine. They're talking good tomorrow and even the next day yet, but later in the week's going to be humidity. So that was cut 2.5 days ago. So it would have been today if the sun was out really good, but we're going to leave it. We got another project going. So we're going to pour some ready mix. This is kind of like where the main waterway goes through the yard, up through here, and then down through here. And you can see we did cement a little bit of it, because in between these buildings we turn around here a lot of times, and it starts to wash out. And down in here the cattle don't go, but we're going to put another strip of concrete in here so we were able to drive on it in the spring without making a mess. And up here, this is our maternity pasture, and they eat and drink there. But how cattle are, they'll just go to the waterway and use the waterway like a cow path, and it just washes out all the time. So we're just gonna put a little cement here. And our albino cow had a heifer calf. I'll show you that. She turned out really good. She had it yesterday all by herself. How you doing, Mom? You've been dry for a while. Oh, we got a half-acre pasture here, and I spent about 10 minutes looking for this cat. The grass ain't that long, but they're pretty good about laying out so you don't see them. Now, his daddy is shorthorn, or her. It's a heifer cat. By God, the sun is coming back out, but I think it's getting kind of late for us to start baling. So Owen and I dug this out, put the dirt here. I got some place I could use a little fill in another area of the farm. We do have some different patches of concrete in here, but anyway, we're not going to form this or nothing. I think we might run a string with a couple of stakes just to keep our grade real nice. We have a broken off post. I bumped it with the bobcat, but it was ready to give way anyway, so we're going to get that planted in there. So later on, another day I guess, we'll be able to mount our gate on this railroad tie, this oak railroad tie. So then there's some other areas here behind our heifer shed. I'm thinking over here some, but mainly over here. We're going to add on to some of this, get out maybe another 8, 10, 12 feet here. It just ends up such a mud hole here until the grade starts going uphill quite a bit more. But like in here too, just so it's wide enough so we could drive through with a tractor and spreader or something without coming off into the mud. Might be another day. I don't know how much time we're going to have today, but we will be trying to film it when we do the pour. So I'm just explaining what we're doing. Okay, so we got our gate post in, railroad tie. We're going to pour a little concrete around that just to kind of stabilize that. Pretty much measured 16 feet between the two posts. Typically, a gate like that should fill that 16-foot space with the hinges in place and stuff. So I'm not going to worry about doing any mounting or anything till that's all seated in. And then down the center here, we put these pegs. We ran a string from here to where that other pad of concrete ends there, roughly, to get our grade so we don't have any low spots. So you got a continuous nice flow. Now this isn't all that critical. There's quite a bit of grade here as far as slope and being barnyard. We're not going to do any forming, but we did clean up pretty decent around the existing concrete. And then we did find a few stones, so we're just going to throw those in the concrete and get those under grade of the concrete once we get ready to pour here. And now I got to start down there, and it might be a couple days before we actually pour this. Like I said, we're waiting for that hay to dry, and that'll be tomorrow, and then continue on with this. And maybe even if we just get enough for one load. Boy, the chickens really like it though. I think we start digging in the dirt, there's a lot of insects that happen to emerge, and they're going for it. So there we are. We got like 27 feet by 6 feet wide, roughly 4 inches. We put these stakes down with the string to make sure our waterway stays even. We got quite a bit of drop here, so I don't think it's going to have to be perfect. But we just want to make a little dish here because we use this to turn around here, and we got a little patch in here we did when we did this here building. Some leftover concrete we added. And it seems like a lot of our projects end up somewhat that way, utilizing what we got left over. So I'm thinking we got at least 3 yards here. We probably got about a six yard hole here with both of these. So we're going to continue on in the barnyard now here. We did get our gates all up so this cow that's in here with her calf doesn't mess that up for us. They're always attracted to some fresh dirt someplace where they want to lay. And so in here, I don't think we're going to do all this for this pour, but we're going to get some of this ready. I think we're going to come off of that chunk right there and go out to like here someplace, and then back maybe to here for now, or something like that. I don't think we're going to get too carried away here for today. So tomorrow when we pour, we don't have quite so much to prepare. What we're doing, you take the size of your hole. So let's just say we're 4 inches thick, we're figuring. But we're just trying to find our square footage right now. So we're 27 by 6 feet wide, comes to 162. That's how we chicken scratched around here. So we're 54 cubic feet and divide it by 27. So 27 into 54 would be less than 2. So we're just under 2 yards there. Because you got 27 cubic feet in a cubic yard. And a cubic yard is 3 by 3 by 3. Again, with our waterway here, it ain't gonna be exactly 4 inches. I mean, that's just a rough estimate to give you some kind of, you get closer than just shooting from the hip on this stuff. But we're gonna call that a strong 2 yards, and I'm gonna say a strong 3 up here. And then we're gonna have some business over there. And the trouble with these little patches is there's always a little bit of variance, and thickness really makes a difference. So if you added 1 more inch to that, that could add a whole nother yard. And we're okay having extra, because barnyard, we just grab the skid steer and peel out a little bit more if we got another 1/4 yard, and just put it in. We're able to shape it up. It's not like building a wall. Only so much is gonna fit in that form, and that's it. And then the rest you gotta find somewhere else for. That's the great thing about being on a farm. So really, a lot of the barnyard behind the barn is from leftovers from all the other projects we have done. We just kept adding to it, a yard and a half at a time, until after about 10 years of that, we pretty well got the whole yard done. Okay, so now we got our barnyard area ready here. And we had to clean up along this old edge real good. Got about the right amount of dirt. Got a couple forms up there we had fitted here, but we took them away because the cows will be still here tonight yet. I'm hoping they don't mess it up much. They probably won't. They're just going to walk through it. But if we left the forms in, they'd for sure mess them up. So then tomorrow, there would be a minimal amount of time. And this looks like a patch that's going to hold, maybe maybe 4 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards. I think we're gonna dress it up with sand a little bit in here tomorrow. So right now we gotta go bale hay. The sky looks like we need to bale hay. There's a breeze, the air's dry and it's hot. So see you guys tomorrow.